Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be going over a huge factor for so many people that take people out of wanting to achieve a handstand or other cool skills that involve being upside down. And that is being scared when you're upside down or having a fear of falling. Now the question is, how do we get over this fear of falling? And there's two real elements that can stimulate this fear of falling. The first type, where we're doing handstands on the ground and how to get over that fear of falling. And number two is actually getting over that fear of falling when you're at a higher position. Now, a lot of people, once they get the handstand, they're still scared of being up on a higher surface, such as parallel bars. And I'm gonna teach you guys how to get over that fear, so stay tuned for that. The first thing we're gonna go over is on the ground. And it's really important to understand the main reason why most of us have fear when going upside down is because we lack experience of actually being upside down, and we don't have confidence on our hands when we are upside down. And this can be caused by lack of body awareness, or it could be caused by even a lack of strength, or even just lack of confidence in ourselves. Do you feel like you have enough strength to hold yourself up? And a really great thing to understand is if you can do at least 10 to 15 push-ups with good form, you should technically be able to be upside down and hold your weight. Being in a straight arm position is much easier than bending your arms. So as long as you are locking out your arms at the top, it's going to be unlikely that you're going to fall out. Now, when we're learning to conquer our fear of being upside down, the wall is our best friend, because the wall we can use to feel what it's like to be upside down and to scale up. Also, the wall is very protective because we can control how much weight we put onto the wall and how much we actually go up the wall. What we're gonna do is we're gonna position our hands around shoulder width apart. Now, it's important to understand when we do this exercise that you have enough wrist mobility and strength, and that's why it's important that you are able to do at least 10 to 15 push-ups with good form before attempting going upside down. Now, from this position, we can slowly walk 1 foot up the wall at a time. You can start by putting 1 foot on the wall and kind of getting into almost a downward dog position so you feel like you're going upside down. And this might be already too much for you, and that's fine. You're gonna start here and you're gonna practice in this position for at least 15 seconds. You'll slowly get more and more confident as you go upside down. Now, if you feel confident with this position, we can bring our feet onto the wall. Now, as you can see, I'm not in a handstand position here, but the further my hands are away from the wall, the less upside down I am. So you can use this to your advantage. Put your legs straight against the wall and try and straighten out and look between your hands. Now, the higher you go up the wall, the more and more inverted you're gonna be. But this is a great way to get started when it comes to conquering your fear. As I said before, fear comes from a fact of not knowing and not understanding and not feeling confident in the movement. So use this technique by then going closer and closer and closer until you feel like you can get into a full inverted position. Now, when you get to the position where you're as close as possible and you feel comfortable, you might feel, oh my gosh, how do I get out of that? Well, when you get nice and close, what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure your core is active at all times, and when you come out, you're gonna move one leg to the side like a clock and come out. Now, in the unlikely event that you don't keep your core active, when you come out of it and your back arches and you start to fall, make sure you take one hand away to come out like a cartwheel, okay? So the cartwheel is another fantastic way to learn and get confident being upside down. And I'm gonna show you this next. Now, the cartwheels is something that a lot of us learn when we're young. And it's a very simple movement, and we don't really have to get the technique perfect. What we're trying to do is we're trying to use a cartwheel as a tool to make us feel more confident when we're upside down. The premise of a cartwheel is one hand on, 1 foot off, over, one hand down, 1 foot down, and so on. Now, you can do this really low and really slow to start with. And to start with, you might look like this. It might not be very pretty, But the point is this is going to help you build strength and confidence in the position. And as you get more confident going higher and higher, you will naturally gain confidence and feel more comfortable upside down. So if you're trying to get confident upside down, use the wall with your chest to the wall, climbing up the wall. And number 2, use a cartwheel for about 5 to 10 minutes at the start of your workout so that you can build confidence slowly over time into going upside down. After you feel confident going upside down, you're going to feel way better about trying and attempting skills off the wall. The cartwheel is going to help you learn to exit a handstand and doing it safely. Now the last thing I'm going to go over is when you're confident on the ground but you don't have that confidence up high. And the answer is pretty simple. You need to get super confident on the ground to a point where you know and believe that you will be fine when you're up there. You can also use a progressive structure to get higher and higher. For example, if you have parallettes, you can use low parallettes on the ground, move to higher parallettes, and once you feel comfortable, you can move to even higher, such as dip bars. The more times you attempt this, the more confident you'll feel. And the most important thing is that you understand and you know how to bail correctly. So get confident on the ground first and don't try and go too far. Know your limits. It's worth waiting to get this right, because when you're at a higher level, it's obviously way more dangerous. Confidence in these kinds of skills are built through doing hours and hours of this exercise. So don't expect things to come instantly, but follow the techniques I showed you in this video and you're gonna feel way more confident in no time. Guys, if you like this video, please subscribe, press on the like button, and check out some of my other calisthenics videos. I have a full comprehensive calisthenics guide, as well as how to get into other calisthenics skills such as one-arm pull-ups, muscle-ups, and some handstand warm-up and tutorials. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you next time. Peace.